Welcome in. It's Quick Picks on a Friday. How you feeling, Che?
Good. Going into the weekend. Cubs play in like an hour and a half or almost 2 hours away. I've been ass this week with my picks, but I do have a pick for Sunday NFL that I love. So hopefully turn this week around.
Yeah, we went 0 for including you, chat, on our parlay yesterday.
Full fade.
So we got some making up to do. And chat, drop your plays now because you have some making up to do as well. It's Friday. I want to make this a fun parlay.
Okay.
I want a big, juicy, just wanted parlay.
Okay.
So I'm going a little big game hunting here. I'm going to take Haynes King.
Okay.
2+ touchdowns. Now, this is not really about how Clemson has been underachieving. This is all about Haynes King being a redshirt senior, playing with this team for years, and the fact that he is absolutely nasty. If Georgia Tech wants to win this game, he's going to have to put it all on the line. Now, he did not play last week because he had a lower body injury, but it was a game time decision. In my opinion, they were resting him for this Clemson game. This Clemson game outside of Georgia, which they don't play until way later, is the biggest game on their schedule. And again, he's a redshirt senior. He's going to lay it all on the line, especially if they did rest him the game previous for this game. Now, as I said, if Georgia Tech is going to win this game outright, King has to have a day. He rushed for 3 touchdowns against Colorado. Colorado's defense is not even on the same planet as Clemson's defense. However, I do think this is a very attainable 2 touchdowns by this guy on this day facing Clemson.
Don't 3-point dogs. It's a high total, 52.
Yeah. He's got to lay it out there, but I really like this, and it's plus 425, which should bring our parlay to a large number.
Yep. Okay, I like that. I am staying in the more traditional lines of minus 110, but I do like this.
Traditional lines.
I do like this pick a lot. It is Lamar Jackson over 7.5 rushing attempts.
Okay.
So carries against the Browns. While he's done this, there was the game where he not pooped his pants, but something
happened.
Some poop stuff, some butt stuff, he didn't really play that much against the Browns, but I think in his last six games against the Browns, he has covered this number. And you think about why. So the Browns play a defense that is very man-to-man heavy. In that case, you're going to have one linebacker who's going to be responsible for Lamar Jackson. In his own defense, you got defenders laid out all over the place, and they have eyes on the quarterback at all times. With the type of defense that the Browns play, which is a lot of cover one, you're going to have one linebacker spying Lamar Jackson. Lamar can take off against that. He's faster than pretty much everyone on the field, especially a linebacker. So that's why he's covered this number a lot in his games against the Browns. I like this number against division opponents up to 9.5. The fact that it's 7.5, I am hammering. It is against the Browns, the perfect matchup for him and rushing attempts. This is my play of the week. I love this as a 2-unit play for me individually, but for this, obviously, is in a parlay. So Lamar Jackson over 7.5 rushing attempts. The Ravens are pretty big favorites. What I should tell you is that kneel downs count. I don't know if this is going to be a situation where at the end of the game they're going to be kneeling down, or potentially, if they get one or two, one at the end of the first half, those do count. But I don't think I think Joe Flacco and the Browns can keep this a little bit competitive like they did against the Bengals last week.
Yeah.
So I do not think that they're going to be just, running Derrick Henry and Justice Hill in the second half. I think this is going to be a competitive enough ball game where he's going to be using his legs in the second half. So Lamar Jackson over 7.5 rushing attempts.
Do you think Justice Hill would be offended if people started calling him Big Justice?
He's little, though. I mean, it could be kind of an ironic nickname.
Little Justice.
What happened to Big Justice?
Big
Justice is the kid, right?
He's
Big
the
Justice. Wait.
Big Justice.
Rizzler is the kid.
But there's also Big Justice.
AJ and Big Justice
is the dad, right?
Yeah.
AJ. He's a nice guy.
They're a great family. Whole family was nice. All right, so Lamar Jackson
Over
7 rushing
carries, yes.
You have Haynes King 2+ touchdowns, and what do we have from the chat?
We have the Arizona Wildcats.
I love that pick. Love that pick. I'm on it tonight. I love that pick.
That parlay pays out at plus 1856.
1856.
So we got Arizona Wildcats money line tonight, yes?
Yeah, so I like them a lot tonight. I think they have a lot of upside. Their quarterback, Noah Fida, really like him a lot. He's Samoan. Always can trust the Samoans in college.
Always.
Yeah, I like that game a lot. They're playing K-State. K-State started in Dublin with just a nasty game. Came home, beat South Dakota by 3 points, and then lost to Army by 3, who lost their previous game to Tarleton State.
Okay.
So I like that pick a lot.
This is a big play. Plus 1856. Lamar Jackson over 7.5 carries. Haynes King 2+ touchdowns. And Arizona, the Wildcats money line, home against the other Wildcats, Kansas State Wildcats.
Yeah, well,
Wildcat and Wildcat.
Yeah, but for Arizona, you more bear down. I'd say they're bear. I think they do the Bearcats. I know they're Wildcats, but their little motto is bear down.
You're right.
I am right. And you know what else is right? Betting over at the DraftKings Sportsbook, the best and only sportsbook we use here at Barstool. And if you want to get in on this fat daddy parlay that we have, it's a stretch between Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is a parlay of weekend action that we put together, Che, myself, and the chat. And I want to get this one in. And the only way you can do it is at the DK Sportsbook. And make sure you're following us in the Barstool Betting group, because that makes it even easier. All you got to do is go. Charity put it in. You hit the toggle button on the side. It brings you right where you need to go. And you can bet your allotted amount and ride with us and ride with yourselves. Let's have a weekend and let's win some money.
Yeah, I want to talk about one other thing. You made your national were you on TV before? You were at McAfee a couple times, right?
Oh,
but that
wasn't on. No, he wasn't
no?
on TV.
He wasn't on
yet.
TV at that time. But did you make your national TV debut today?
I did.
How'd it go?
I thought it went really well. I have we did a little segment called Megan's Money Corner, or the Money Corner.
Love it.
I gave out Arizona. I gave out Haynes King. Gave out a couple other picks. Obviously, I'm going to be on LSU. I snagged them at 7. I was able to get Ole Miss at 6.5 that I also like. There's a couple more games that I like. I like Georgia. I don't know if you saw that. The Georgia line preseason was 8.5. Oh no, Georgia.
Florida Georgia line.
No, Georgia Tennessee. Georgia was favored like preseason 8.5, and then earlier in the week it was 7.5, and it dropped to 3.5. And I went and looked, and there's like no injuries, and everything that I've read says that just, I guess, Tennessee is such a large volume betting state that like they're just hammering on Tennessee, and then maybe another large wager came in. But I mean, you could have gotten like Georgia for 3.
That's a massive line moving.
Versus 7.5, which is crazy. Right. I was able to snag 4, which I wasn't so super happy about, but still that feels like value on a Georgia Bulldog team. It's like the closest thing we've had to a dynasty in a while in college football.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Lots of interesting games. I'll have a card out. If you didn't watch Wake Up Barstool, you could rewatch it on YouTube. And now you can go watch The Yak and see Stephen Che maybe, I don't know, color his penis or piss his pants or
hopefully none of that
get
today.
Flowered.
We are going to revisit. The show ended on a bit of a cliffhanger yesterday. Where Brandon had to get wet, and
I saw a mayo sock.
The whole start of the show was about him accusing Cody of taking a 27-minute shower, which he then walked back quite a bit. We had to pull the film. It was, I believe, a 14-minute shower, something of that nature, which is still a long shower, but not nearly what Brandon said. And then Brandon had to get wet at the end of the show, so we put mayo in his sock. He didn't put his shoes on the show, so we closed it out, and then Danny Conrad followed him. He did put that video out yesterday, I believe, but we are going to be airing that video on the show today. So a bit of an abridged a finish to yesterday's Yak storylines, which will be fun. It's very fun when Brandon gives a truly genuine reaction, positive or negative or laughing or whatever. So
I feel like you guys should give him mayonnaise in some other manner today.
But I wouldn't rule it out.
Wouldn't rule it out, but you know what? You got to find out by watching The Yak right up next. Thank you guys for watching. Let's hit this parlay this weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Much love.
See you guys.